Today is Financial Friday. We have talked before about credit scores and some common misconceptions, but what we didn't look at is how you can improve scores. There are a lot of things you can do to make sure your credit scores are good, but one of the biggest things is paying on time.
The most important factors that contribute to your credit are your payment history, and that's making sure you pay your balances before the statement due dates each month. Even if you can't pay it in full, which is the ideal situation, if you're at least making the minimum payment and avoiding the late payments, that's going to be helping the most.
But missing just one payment will have a big negative impact on your scores. Those late or missed payments will be on your credit reports, which are used to come up with your credit scores for up to 7 years. If anything goes to collections, that's a major hit. Something else you may not think about, having more than one credit card is actually helpful if you do it right. The amount of money banks and other institutions are willing to let you borrow and the amount of that money you actually do borrow play a big role in your credit scores. It's called your credit utilization ratio. If you can borrow $1,000 but you only borrow 10 and then pay it back on time, that's really helpful to those scores. It looks at all of your credit that you have, so limits on credit cards, loans you're paying on, and those types of things, you can really take advantage of that part even if you have been working to pay off a credit card. After you're done paying it off, do not close the account.
A lot of people think, oh, I finally paid down this credit card that I've been trying to pay off for months or years even. Now that it's done, I just want to close it. I want to be done with it. But if you close a credit card, that's going to have a negative effect on your accounts because the age of accounts and how much total credit, like I mentioned earlier, that you have are really important factors.
Sometimes you can improve that credit utilization ratio by simply requesting an increase from your credit card company.
And let's say they add another $1,000 onto one of your cards. That doesn't mean I'm going to go spend it willy-nilly, but just having that extra credit is going to increase or decrease that utilization number and increase the overall credit you have.
Now, that being said, if you have a card that has an annual fee or you just don't want to be tempted to use it and know you would, you might want to close it out.